Hi, I'm Laura, welcome back to the channel and welcome to another vlog. And this is probably the first vlog that I've started in this space. This is my office space and I am so excited to be here, but also it's very weird having all of this here and working here, and it's very weird not having all of this at home as well, because I'm just so used to just picking up bits and pieces as I need it at home. But now it's like, oh well, if it's not there, it's here. So it kind of like forces me to like step back at home and relax more. So yeah, welcome. It's gonna take me a little while to get like comfortable here, I think, because it's so quiet, so quiet. I mean, I'm always complaining about like, you know, how quite loud it can be at home, and being able to film at home can be very difficult because there's always the kids being loud in the background. But like, it's very quiet here. Like, just talking like a very like normal like volume feels like I'm being very loud, and I don't know how much sound can travel through walls here, so you know, I've always got that horrible I don't like people hearing me filming because it just feels weird. It's like the thought of someone I know reading my work, it just gives me the heebie-jeebies. It's things I need to get over. But yeah, I realize what I'm doing is a strange thing, but having other people know I'm doing a strange thing, just, yeah. You would think after how long have I been making videos? Since 2009. I've been making videos for like 16 years now. You'd think I would have gotten over it by now. Clearly not. So I'm still, like I say, not quite settled into the space yet. I'm getting there. It's currently, what is today, Tuesday the 8th of April 2025. And yeah, last week I spent most of the time getting everything over here. I set up my shelving unit and got everything. Oh, my snack bag is toppling itself over because of course I need to bring snacks here because snacky snacks. So I got some bags of Rice Krispie squares. Did you know that Rice Krispie squares now have like cornflakes in them? Who knew? But it's fine. So basically this week I'm working on finalising Just Breathe, because I have set myself a publication date of the 2nd of May, and I've set myself a sort of breakdown of sort of writing blocks, times I want to dedicate to writing. Actually, I will get my planner out and I will show you guys that. I also have a different overhead, like lazy arm camera holder. So yeah, I'm trying to get to grips with it. It doesn't have the same sort of mount as my old one does. It's not a one where you screw the camera on. It's got like a clip. It's more for phones, really. So we'll see how it goes. But here we are. This is this week, and this is my sort of plan for the week. All the purple is where I'm going to dedicate time for writing. It's very sparingly decorated because all my decorating stuff is here. I did not think that one through. Like, how am I going to decorate my planner on a Sunday night? We might have to take a little sort of curated collection back home so that I can do this and be happy with it. But we had these cool little ghosty stickers, which I'm happy with. So there we are. I did not get any writing done yesterday. I've so far not gotten any writing done today. We are in this sort of pocket here. So once I'm done chatting to you guys, I'm gonna get out my computer and I might actually dictate a little bit, because because I'm starting to feel a bit more comfortable talking to myself here. I just might not dictate some of the more graphic stuff because that's definitely not something I want to hear. I don't want someone to overhear me talking. But yeah, so we're going to work on Just Breathe today and the whole rest of the week. And hopefully we can get it finished this week because it's a 10k, whatchamacallit, a 10k draft. We're looking for a 10,000 word project. So already we're looking about 5k I could get done the rest of today because today's Tuesday, so I have Luna's Club, which means I have an extra writing block I can do at a coffee shop. So if I get half of it done today, half of it done tomorrow, and it's done. And then I just need to edit it and get it sorted for the launch in May, which I need to, I promise you guys, share the unedited first chapter, and that's gonna come later this week. You'll have already seen it by the time this video comes up, but I need to sort out the website, and yeah, basically that's it. I need to sort out my website and get my pop-ups sorted because I'll have a pop-up for newsletter sign-ups, but at the same time I don't really want to do the newsletter sign-up until I've got something to give for it. I don't know. I might give something later down the line as well, I'm not sure. Thinking ahead, running before I'm walking, but yeah, hopefully you guys can see enough of what's going on here. Again, just trying to fiddle about with this camera setup. I might end up swapping, I might swap these lazy arms around, take my one from home in and take this one back home. I don't know, we'll find out. We'll work out. It's not important right now. What's important is getting words done. So I'll check in with you guys later. Hey, so it is Friday the 11th of April, and I just wanted to come back and just chat a little bit before I finish off this video. I did post on my community tab a couple of days ago about how I wasn't so sure about here, about this, you know, the office space, that I felt a bit like anxious about it and nervous and like, you know, maybe it wasn't the best thing renting an office space from someone who's also my employer because it has that sort of crossover and blurring boundaries. Sorry, I have a bobble in my hand because I've literally just finished work. I'm kind of chalking up to full moon energy. I know that's very woo-woo, but it is a thing. I have noticed that periods of time where I do get a bit more manic and heightened anxiety and, you know, just very panicky, it's around the full moon. So I'm gonna not make any rash decisions right now, and I'm gonna sit back and see what happens. I'm gonna give it at least until the end of April because I've already paid up till the end of April to be here, and I'm gonna see how it goes. I think one of the things that actually, I'm just gonna sit down because I have been on my feet all morning. It's now like just gone 1 o'clock, but what I think one of the issues is that everything is here. So if I want to do anything creative wise at home, it's harder because all of my bits and bobs are here. All of my stencils, the washi tape, the stickers, everything is here. I can't do any scrapbooking at home now. You know, you'd think I would have thought of this, and honestly, I did, but I also just didn't take it in. You know, it went over my own head. So what I'm gonna do is take like a curated collection of stuff home with me, but also be very aware of what I'm doing, what needs to be done, and sort of pack myself a homework bag of stuff to take home with me. I've actually, in my next like Temu order, I have ordered, goodness gracious, I need to get me some teeth whitening strips. Too much coffee, guys, too much coffee. what was I saying? Yeah, in my next Temu haul, I did purchase like a sort of canvas zip baggy pouch. It's got pockets and stuff in it so that I can pack up the things I need, and it's going to be in a specific location, a specific container, so I can transport it from one place to the other without being like loose inside a bag. And also, like, I've got a couple of pencil case pouches and things that'll, you know, just make it easier, again, keeping all of the project stuff together. And in my last Temu haul, which you might have seen by now, actually I don't know where the baggies are, I think they're over there somewhere in the shelves. I got these like Ziploc baggies, so I'll put some of them into the tote bag as well. So that's what I'm going to do moving forward. But yeah, in terms of getting actual writing done, because I've allowed myself to get into that manic state, it has been hard to get writing done because I feel like I had felt like I'd lost control. I'd let myself lose control of everything. And now I don't feel like that, now that I've, you know, become aware of it. And I spoke to Nick about it, and, you know, he was not happy with the idea of me taking everything back home, especially when I create such a fuss about finding an office space in the first place, you know. And if I were to take everything straight back home, it would just feed into his perspective that I give up on everything and that there's no point in supporting me in things because I never follow it through. That's his perspective on things, and I don't want to feed into that. I don't want to validate that point of view. So we're gonna dig our heels in here. We're gonna focus and move forward, and I'm gonna gradually get back into the writing. I mean, I have set those deadlines when I want to get my books published. The first one is due to be published the second of I was going to say February. It's Friday the 2nd of May. But thankfully that one's just the 10k prequel, which I've been working on, and I have everything that I wanted as well to go ahead with that. But I had the attack of the fear, you know, the fear of failure, the whatchamacallit, the where I feel like a phony. What's that called? Imposter syndrome. I've had imposter syndrome. And basically my own self-doubt has been getting in the way as well. But also there's so many factors. It's so many excuses that I just need to find solutions for. The final one is the narration style. Now, I like to write dark romance, and this teen drama, it's more like it's young adult age characters in a sort of new adult / dark romance atmosphere. So I'm not calling it young adult. It's not young adult. Do not let your under 16s read this without parental advisory. I beg of you. Don't do it. There is obscene language, there is violent scenes. Just don't do it. I mean, not specifically in this book. I mean, there are a couple of violent scenes, but not as bad as it gets further on in the series. Just to forewarn. But wow, it's insane now. Right. Perspective narration, right? Most traditionally published books are told in first person or third person's perspective, but always, mostly, like majority, in past tense. But in self-published, independent published, like on Kindle and everything, there is a rise, particularly in the dark romance category, of first person present tense. And in related book reader groups, I've seen a lot of people saying how they only read in first person present tense. And when you correlate that with this trend of wave of TikTok videos talking about how they skim books. Like they don't like blocks of prose. They only read the dialogue and only the dialogue. They don't read dialogue tags. They don't read descriptors. They don't read any background information in the prose. Like if there's any blocks of text or more than a couple of lines, they don't read it. And I know this is a small subsect of the community, but the response that those videos got makes you wonder how large of a subsect of the community is that. And when again backtracking to what is said in the reader groups, a lot of people say they prefer the first person present tense because it adds the impact of the action. And I've spoken to more writers, and as readers, they prefer, like people I've spoken to prefer either one. But a lot of people agree with my point of view of finding first person present tense rather jarring. It feels really jarring to read, and it feels really jarring to write. And writing, and that's how I've been trying to write this, is in first person present tense. Like writing in first person is already, it takes a little bit for me to get into the flow of it, but past tense is just my natural tense, you know? And I like doing it in first person. Writing it. I like writing it in first person. But present tense, it was very unsettling. It was very unnatural and uncomfortable for me to write like that, because I couldn't get the tenses of the word right. It was making it hard for me to get the grammar right, and then I kind of got into self-editing mode when I should be drafting. So there's that. But going forward, I am going to do it in past tense because it's just easier. So I'm going to share with you guys the current first chapter as it is, unedited, but when it gets published, it will be first person past tense, because I just can't get a handle on the grammatical side of things writing in present tense. Okay, I just can't do it. So I feel personally that in past tense, in an active voice, should be impactful enough, right? Readers, people, let me know how do you like your stories to be told? Do you like, because in my like young adults, some of those I might do in third person past tense. Like, I mean, look at Harry Potter. That was third person past tense with limited perspective. So it was told from Harry's point of view, but not in Harry's head. And that, you know, that's all like gangbusters. So not saying I'm gonna be the next Harry Potter, but you never know, my Chandler series might. You can always reach for the stars. So I love that saying, shoot for the moon, because even if you miss, at least you'll land in the stars. I like that one. Anyways, sitting here yabbering to you guys isn't getting anything done, so I'm gonna get everything ready for taking home for the weekend, write a little checklist of the things I need to do so I can be back on track for Monday, and we can get this project finished on time. So I'll catch you guys in a bit. Okay, so I'm recording this on my phone because I don't have my vlogging camera with me, so I hope this angle works out okay. But this is everything that I'm taking home with me this weekend. I know, I took it all the way over here, just take it all the way back, just take it all the way back here. I know, it's insane, but it's what we're doing. So these are all the stickers I'm going to sort this weekend, but all these ones are still in packets. There's loose ones underneath there. Oh no, there's ones falling back at the desk. We'll have to retrieve those. But there's these ones here, and I'm going to take home these pouches over here to get it all sorted into. I have my list of stuff that I want to get done this weekend, a lot of stuff. And then here I've got like some stamps and stencils for marking up the plotting pages, which I've been meaning to do for a while, and I need to just get it finished. And I've stuck some like little, the little quote stickers in there for doing my, whatchamacallit, my weekly planning. So this is what we're gonna be leaving here with today for the weekend. I'm gonna get all this stuff done hopefully over the weekend. So at this bottom one, establish daily routine and do the things. If I was ever gonna get a tattoo, it'd be do the things on my wrist. Do the things. Don't just think about doing the things, actually do them. And there was one more thing, but I can't remember what it was. The other thing I'm taking home with me is my story Bible for Hellmouth, because there's stuff in it, well, stuff I want to add to it. So this is sort of like a breakdown of things to do with Gangland. And then I've got like a little collage going on in here. And I don't think I've actually done any actual writing or story plotting in here. And being as Hellmouth is like one of my biggest sort of story arc world universes, whatever you want to call it. It kind of sucks I haven't done any work in this, so I'm gonna do that. And I'm gonna try and get some actual writing done. That's one of my plans this weekend, to try and get into a routine of writing. And when I get more in control of everything and I know what I'm doing and when, it'll be easier to get more writing done. Because you guys have seen, I have the chunks of time available. I just have to get myself to a point where I can do it. And once I get over this hurdle of getting back in control and getting over the fear and being organized and getting all of the things that make me procrastinate done, it should be smooth sailing from here on out. But there was something else that I needed. I thought, oh, that's a good idea, and then I carried on doing what I was doing, and I've forgotten what it was. It's gonna bug me. It'll come back to me. It most likely will come back to me. But I also need to update my story journal with a few extra ideas and things, because I've had a few brainwaves today that I don't want to lose. So I'll be updating my story journal with that. And yeah, hopefully when we come back on Monday, of course I'll probably update over the weekend, but when we come back on Monday, I will probably have don't even know what I'm saying. I'll update you guys over the weekend, of course, but when we come back on Monday, I should be in an amazing place to start and make progress. So I'll catch you guys later.